Welcome to the first episode of Bumpin' Bullseyes with Mr. Holster and Mrs. Holster. Today we'll be looking at the Ruger SP101 in .22 long rifle. Let's go bumpin'! Is that what you wanted?
Yep.
There you go, see? Now hold it a second before you move on. Did you line up the sights and ignore the...
Yes.
And it works for you, see? That's what I've been saying. That was my problem with the match champion. Well, here we are back in the shop, and Jack left us a little grapefruit juice. Yours seemed to be a different color than mine.
It does.
So, why not? Let's not disappoint Jack.
No.
To the sunny slopes of long ago. That doesn't heat you up and cool you down all at the same time. This is the gun in question. The Ruger SP101 in .22 long rifle. Of course, Ruger makes this in a lot of different calibers. 32, 38, 357 Magnum. This happens to be the .22 long rifle with a 4.2-inch barrel, and they do that so they can take them into Canada. Yeah, because you can't have a handgun with a barrel shorter than 4.2 inches. All stainless steel, 8-round cylinder, adjustable sights, and the front sight has a fiber optic rod encased in a clear acrylic. If you paid attention in the first part of the video there, you'll see that my wife was having the same problem I was the other day with the Ruger Match Champion due to focusing too much on that bright fiber optic sight and not being able to see the outline of the front sight or the target sight, and she was missing. The sight here, encased in acrylic, gives you the ability to just paint over it instead of doing all that Mickey Mouse. And you can even change the brightness of that by how much you paint over it. So that's something to think about. All in all, what did you think about the gun?
I thought it was great up close. I didn't have a problem. How far was the first one?
You were at about 12, I think about 12, 15 yards in that range.
Right, and I didn't have a problem, but as we backed up, then I was focusing on that green dot, which is the fiber optic sight, and I was disappointed that I was missing, and then it was when we went even farther back, and then you told me to just look at the, what do you call that?
Just the front sight itself,
the front sight,
and not concentrate on that green dot.
Exactly. And then I hit it, and then I felt better because otherwise I felt like I was missing, and I was disappointed. But that actually helped.
Well, yeah, there you go. We'll leave you with a little more footage of us shooting at the range, and thanks for tuning in to our first. Well, it wasn't the first pilot episode, but the first actual episode of Bumpin' Bullseyes.
There you go.
Which, by the way, was her pick.
It was, because I think it's hilarious. Bumpin' Bullseyes.
Thanks for tuning in, guys, and thanks for being patrons. Missed one.
It happens to the best of us.
Thanks for tuning in to our first episode of Bumpin' Bullseyes with Mr. and Mrs. Holster. From Mr. and Mrs. Holster,
And Jack.
go out and stay safe.